everybody. All right. Kenny says hi. Chef Rique's here. Buddy's here. I'm going to put out a post on Instagram. Not having a car sucks. I want to stop at my parents' place and shower and then go home. But they sitting there just talking. Oh, Rico. It does suck. Yes, it can. I don't drive, so I'll make my husband drive. I do know how to drive. I just don't want to drive. Don't want to drive. I have no desire to drive. All right, y'all. So we've been chatted up a little bit because I feel like people misconstrue some of the things that I say. And I get that on Instagram and even on Twitter and everywhere else, it is very difficult to understand what people mean because context is everything. And they're just going to read it for what it is. And they're not going to understand what you're trying to say. So I want to clear some things up, first of all. Hello, Joshua. Hello, Jonelle. How are you guys doing? How was my day? For the most part, it was pretty good. So it was decent. Just do the Black Irish goodbye and get up and go. Don't say a word, just go. Oh Lord. I was in a chlorinated pool and I just feel all icky. Ooh. I know how that feels. It's like you got that film on your skin. That's gross. So grody. But I ate good. Honey, that's all that matters. I'm gonna make you go upstairs, boy. I can talk to my nephew right quick. My Instagram is acting real weird. Okie dokie. So I put a post up on my Instagram. I want to say a few days ago in regards to the releases of the WWE superstars. So I know all of you know, but just for reference, so you guys can get a clear understanding of what's going on, since some people like to misconstrue my words and make it appear as though I am just a monster for whatever reason. Here's what's going on. So a few days ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago to be exact, WWE released some big superstars with the exception of Santana Garrett because she was not a major superstar. So they released these big names. For us, they were big names, but some of these people were mid-carders and women's division people, except for Braun Strowman. You could say he was in the top tier because he was a former champion and he was commanding money in the millions for his contract. He wanted $1 million a year. He had that, and then he was renegotiating that contract. So Strowman was cut loose because of that. Kenny says hi, Tay Tay. Hi. All right. So with all that being said, I posted on my Instagram because I kept seeing a lot of WWE's horrible. I hate this company. I kept seeing a lot of things that were very ugly towards WWE, and it was just a lot of negativity, period. And I just wanted to make something very clear. So I posted on my Instagram this message. All the message said was WWE is just a company. I understand the superstars are these superstars will find somewhere else to be, to perform, and to be seen. So support them if you can. Bashing WWE doesn't do nothing for the people that you love, so don't give it the energy. Support the wrestlers you love by following them, buying their tickets to shows, buying their merch, watch their Twitch, YouTube, or Insta streams, buy a cameo from them, but don't feed into the bullshit. This is some of the most talented superstars that I've seen in a while, and they will see that releasing them was a big mistake. So WWE, do what you got to do, and we as the fans will do what we got to do. So basically, all I was saying was you don't even have to go all at WWE and go on your social media posting about how you hate this and you hate that. You don't have to do that. You respond by how you deal with WWE. You can watch their show if you want. You can choose not to. If you want to boycott WWE, be my guest. But putting this out on the internet, what does it do? It does nothing. It doesn't change the fact that these people still lost their jobs. A few days later, I get a post from somebody on Instagram. I'm not going to put their business out on the street. So, yes, Braun Strowman was commanding millions. Okay? He said, anyways, this is in reading is key, because if not, you get people talking crazy like the guy in your story. And that's where we going, Kenny. So this guy sent me put it on underneath the post, the same post that I was referring to earlier. Hello, Hiram. And he says, and I quote, "This is the exact reason why WWE gets away with releases year in and year out. Fickle fans like you who think it's okay to release 30 to 40 personnel for budget cuts when they've had their greatest financial year. They need to treat their workers correctly, no matter if they think they will be fine on the outside. We should hold them accountable for that." And it's very interesting that you say that, because I'm going to get to why I feel like you should have just sat there and ate your food. So, as I always say, context is key. I'm glad you have fun at camp. As I always say, context is key. So let's get into some key, okay? Bashing is a harsh, gratuitous, prejudicial attack on a person, group, or subject. Literally, bashing is a term meaning to hit or assault, but when it is used as a suffix or in conjunction with the noun indicating that the subject being attacked, it is normally used to imply that the act is motivated by bigotry. Meaning, and this isn't a slang term that we're talking about the word bashing. We're not talking about literal fighting or hitting in terms of violence. We are talking about the verbal bashing that is happening, okay? So, when you talk about accountability is when an individual or department experiences consequences for their performance or actions. Okay? Without it, it is difficult to get people to assume ownership of their actions because they believe they will not face any consequences. Now, as I always try to say, Google is free. I said we should not be bashing WWE. Don't hold WWE accountable. Two words that are completely different. Okay? To be honest, I don't. Regular people get fired every day, especially during COVID. It's sad they got fired. I'm assuming you meant fired. I agree, Naomi Glow, so you're right. But here's the thing. So when you talk about context and you're talking about words and you're reading something and you're reading into what I said, make sure you know what I said before you open your mouth. So let's go back to this person's comment, okay? Now, if you were looking at what I said, let's look at what I said again, because I want to make sure everybody understands. What I said was you should not be bashing WWE, because it does nothing for them. It doesn't do anything for the people that you love, and it does nothing to WWE. All it happens is WWE gets mentioned again on social media. Everybody's hyping mad about it, and it's going all over, and everybody's in their feelings. People make money on YouTube from it. That's it. It blows over in a couple weeks, and everybody's back to doing what they're doing. Bashing WWE does nothing for the people you love, and I mean that. Now, go back to his comment. This is the exact reason why WWE gets away with releases year in and year out. Fickle fans like you who think it's okay to release 30 to 40 personnel for budget cuts when they've had their greatest financial year. Well, let's talk about somebody else who had their greatest financial year, shall we? Amazon. Since we want to go into the whole spiel of how people are never holding WWE accountable, nobody holds Amazon accountable, no one holds Nike accountable, no one holds none of these companies that sell shoes accountable, from GOAT to fucking StockX. All these people who made money throughout the pandemic, especially Amazon, Walmart, UPS, the United States Postal Service, for God's sakes. All of this stuff, okay? All this stuff that people were purchasing throughout the pandemic. Was Amazon a necessity? That depends. That depends. Okay? Because you could have easily got up and went to the store and bought what you needed. There were essential stores that were open to give you what you needed. Flour, whatever you needed, water. If you needed to buy stuff, you can get it from there. There was nothing available on Amazon that you couldn't get at the grocery store. Stuff that people had in stock, nail kits and hair and all that good stuff, that's extra. That wasn't essential. But y'all was ordering shit knowing that COVID was still out and people were still sick. You were still ordering stuff, making sure it was delivered to your house. Never mind the fact that Amazon had record numbers of employees who contracted COVID because of it. Never mind the fact that people got fired from Amazon because they were not working quickly or more efficiently. And let's not talk about how Amazon has some of the shittiest business practices in the world. And yet, they're a multi-billion-dollar company, hit $1 billion last year in the middle of the pandemic, made Jeff Bezos one of the richest men in the world. And all y'all can bitch and complain about is WWE. Now, Walmart made money during the pandemic. So did all these other grocery stores, those big box grocery stores, Sam's Club, BJ's, Costco's, all made money during the pandemic. And as they began to set up regulations for us to be able to go out and we could wear masks when we go out, they still made money during the pandemic. Target, anywhere you can think of. Hobby Lobby was another one. Did not want to shut down during the pandemic. Was not giving people time off during the pandemic. And if you left, you were fired. Meanwhile, WWE is somehow the devil. No, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Because I guarantee you, you motherfuckers who's complaining and bitching about it is the same ones who's sitting up there with Amazon boxes in your house. You the same one who just went to Walmart to go get you that box of cereal. You are the same one. The same one who are utilizing the same services and the same companies that have been fucking up throughout the pandemic, before the pandemic and after. And yet, you're mad about WWE. I digress. Let's go back to the comment. Because what you're not about to do is make it seem like I'm some damn devil or I'm too stupid to understand what is happening here. Because you don't know how business work, and I do. So let's talk about it. WWA gets away thinking so. It's fickle fans like you who think it's okay to release 30 to 40 personnel for budget cuts when they've had their greatest financial year. Well, let's look at the facts. How does WWE make their money? Anybody? Anybody know how WWE makes their money? Anybody know? Does anybody know how WWE makes their money? We having a class today. This is class. I'm your teacher, Professor Tiffany, and we're going to talk about how WWE makes their money. Okay? Okay. Shut up, Tay. Don't be laughing. Okay? Okay. Let's talk about it. All right? Kenny said if he was familiar with your page and how you operate, he wouldn't have called you fickle. If anything, he's probably a part of the fickle fan commute. And that's on period, but he's not familiar. So we're going to talk about it. Okay? Okay. Oh, Kenny, for the sushi slide hoodies, do you think yours? Do you want yours to have rips on the sleeves? I'm thinking of giving my sleeves a Tamina S treatment. Ooh, y'all stupid. A lot of these fans can't call a spade a spade. All right. Hi, Reginald. Joshua says they make their money through Fox, NBC, USA Network, house shows and live shows is what Rico said. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold, please. I just wanna go where you go tonight. Baby, hold my hand, take me one more time. I don't wanna be without you again. I want you to stay, cause it feels so great. All right, so let's look at these comments. Some of y'all said, Rico said, house shows, live shows, and pay-per-views. Boom, moneymakers right there. And their merch site. Okay, so basically all of you are correct. Okay, so let's go, and we're going to make sure I quote this correctly. There's a website called Quora.com. Quora says WWE makes their money through selling tickets to their TV shows, house shows, and pay-per-views. It earns through their streaming service, which is no longer theirs, but they did earn for their streaming service last year, and they earned through their TV shows, Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live, NXT, pay-per-views, and other shows like podcasts and everything else. Okay? So let's go to Motley Fool, because Motley Fool has some information about how WWE makes his money as well. All right? So we're going to make sure, because context is key, people. Context is key, and you need to know this. Okay? All of you who put your comments in to say how WWE makes their money are correct. This is true. So we're going to continue to make sure we double down on that. Thank you, sweetheart. Now, Motley Fool says that WWE makes its money from live events, the streaming network, merchandise sales, a few other areas, but it has one source of revenue. The WWE's income comes from selling television rights. That's an area where the company has recently signed 2 major deals for its flagship programs in huge increases over what were previously getting paid. Okay? Over what they were previously getting paid. Now, that means they make their money from NBC, Universal, and from Fox, because those are the 2 streaming services. Well, those are the 2 network that provide service to distribute their content. Also, they made $1 billion from the selling of the WWE network last year. Now, given the fact that last year was a tough year for all businesses, small and large, you have to expect that things like budget cuts are going to come into play. And if you think that that's not going to happen, you're a goddamn fool. Okay? No one is saying that it is right or that it is justified. Okay? No one is saying that. All I'm saying is if you're going to check me about what I know, then you need to know everything too. Okay? Don't call me fickle, number 1. And number 2, do not question my intelligence just because you feel like you're right because you're in your feelings. I realize that the superstars are human beings and that they have bills to pay too, as do I. But as just like I know Amazon has shitty business practices and a bitch still got a cart full of shit on Amazon, so do your motherfucking ass. Okay? And just like you know that WWE ain't shit, ain't gonna never be shit, and what never shit, your ass is still sitting up there watching WWE just like I am. So the question goes right back to what we was talking about before. Context. Okay? Accountability and bashing are 2 different things. When people are online just popping off at the mouth, canceling people and running their mouths, you have no intentions to do anything other than to run your mouth on social media. That is it. If you have no intention to do anything about it or to start a grassroots thing to get everybody to band together to ensure things like this don't happen again, which we cannot stop. Let's keep it real. You're not going to be able to protect people from losing their jobs. People have lost their jobs in record numbers across the world because of COVID. This is not all WWE's fault. They had to do something to maintain the company. Otherwise, it would have went under. There are countless wrestling companies that went under last year, specifically because WrestleMania didn't happen. They lost millions of dollars in revenue from WrestleMania. I'm not saying WWE didn't gain any money. Of course they did. But they did what they had to maintain the company itself. Those people sold stocks to get the company to look right. They sold the WWE streaming service, which they had plans to sell that from the beginning. It just so happened that the deal went through. Okay? So the question becomes, how do you hold WWE accountable? It's really up to you how you would hold WWE accountable. If you feel like people have been done wrong and you don't respect what they've done in terms of how they've conducted business, how they've cut people loose, then your next thing would be, can you, in good conscience, watch this television program, buy this merchandise, and support the company? More specifically, support the superstars that are still there and not feel like a total jackass because all these other people were let go. Can you do that in good conscience and not feel like the world has been ripped from underneath you or not feel like you're a piece of shit? If you can, then the only thing you can do is support the superstars in their future endeavors. Wherever they go, you go. Whatever they do, you do. Okay? You can speak out against WWE and say that it isn't right. I do it all the time. Okay? And it's not right. It's not fair that the superstars have to bear the brunt of all of this when it's not their fault. So the question still remains, well, how do I hold them accountable? As I said, it's up to you. If you can stand watching WWE and continuing to be a part of the WWE universe, then that's fine. Support those superstars who have left and whatever they do in their future endeavors. If they leave and decide to go and wrestle for Mission Pro for the women, or if they go overseas to Japan and go to New Japan, or if they go to AEW, support them, and wherever they go, buy their merchandise, follow them on Twitch and Twitter and Instagram and on YouTube, Snapchat, wherever they wrestle, buy their tickets, promote their shows. There are other ways to do this other than sitting up on the internet bitching and moaning about a company who the latter, AEW, is going to do the same thing. You don't think so. But I'm no fool, okay? Your company is no better than WWE. You are doing the same thing that they're doing. You're just doing it quietly, and no one hears the pin drop when it falls because you're able to keep it under wraps because everybody's focused on WWE. Okay. Let me go to some of these comments. All right. So Reginald said, hey, they can't be calling you fickle when he's so worried about who's getting released. Like, some fans need to shut the hell up. And then he said he has every right to speak, but he just needs to be informed when he does speak, is all I'm saying. Majority of their earnings is house shows, then Raw and SmackDown, then pay-per-views, then all the merch sales. Network TV deals brings up the rear. Let's not forget that y'all were complaining about WWE hoarding talent, which they were. And these cuts are basically them saying, we have no idea what to do with people, letting them go. By y'all, I mean the Smarks. I agree. Hello, pal. Sorry I'm late. I had to entertain a 2-year-old. Oh, sorry. This is why I started getting into Impact to support my girls, Deanna, Tennille, and Kimber. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is not a situation of, well, you're just mad because WWE is out here just destroying lives and you're okay with that. No, I'm not. But I also know that a lot of workers who worked during the pandemic outside of WWE had shitty work environments, Amazon being one of them. And I know goddamn well every single one of y'all that are in here has ordered from Amazon throughout this pandemic because it was the only place that you can get everything you needed and didn't have to leave your house to get it. Besides fucking Walmart. Okay? And all the other small businesses that were up and still running at the time. Like, it's my phone going off. It is just your self-righteousness for me. Thank you, Kenny. It's your self-righteousness. It's your attitude. It's your, oh, well, I don't understand how you could just be so okay with that. It's like, girl, the disrespect. It's fans like you that make it so. Fans like me. Fans like me. I take offense to that. Very much so, because it's disrespectful. I don't have any issues with anything that any of you do. If you want to watch AEW, that's fine. You're well within your right to do so. I'm not telling you can't watch that stuff and enjoy watching that, because that's wrong for me to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? That's dead ass wrong. I would never say that. Kenny, I just made you a moderator. Rico, I'm going to make you a moderator too. You and Aaliyah can be moderators. You three can be moderators. And when Kenny's not in here, somebody else will do the moderation. But anyway, it just baffles me. And you just assume just because I'm saying what I'm saying that I'm somehow, oh, well, you don't know anything. You ain't shit. You're just a smart. You just think you know everything. And you just post the shit on the internet. And it's like, girl, first of all, no one's doing any of that. Okay? I'm just saying, oh, you have notifications? It didn't give you notification that I went live. Sometimes it doesn't do that. And I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. YouTube is notorious for doing that. So I'm sorry, Nicholas. I apologize for that. We just talking about some of the things that people have been posting on my Instagram under a post that I made about WWE's recent budget cuts. Okay. And I'm gonna put some of y'all comments up here. She's not mine. I'm just the second favorite person. Okay. He coming for WWE, but ask AEW why they're taking in more of WWE's former talent and Hall of Famers. Now, this is a segue into this part of this show. So we're going to take a small break. I'm going to post the rest of your comments up here, and I'll be right back. We're going to take a small break, just a small one.
Genetics.
Drink, headshot, drink, sit down, drink, stand up, drink, pass out, drink, wake up, drink, bed it, drink, bed it, drink, drink, headshot, drink, sit down, drink, stand up, drink, pass out, drink, wake up, drink, bed it, drink, drink.
Genetics.
Drink. Headshot. Sit down. Stand up. Pass out. Wake up. Made it. Made it. Headshot. Sit down. Stand up. Pass out. Wake up. Made it. Made it.
Genetics.
Tay, your grandfather's calling you. All right, so I'm back. When I start wrestling, I'm gonna hit up Janae, give her as much money as she wants me to make my theme song. I bite into it and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Oh, Sasha just had a burnt chicken sandwich from Burger King. Oh no. Now, if you don't know, what you don't know is a lot. Andrade is all elite, apparently. He is a part of the AEW franchise. At least he showed up on AEW last night. I'm not sure if he's going to be all elite 100%, but I do know that he is on AEW. As of right now, he showed up. Oh, well, they do say that he's all elite. He must have signed a contract with AEW. Now, he made this debut with Vicki Guerrero. Unfortunately for him, it was with Vicki Guerrero. His English has improved tremendously. So I hear, and that's great. I'm happy for him. I really like Andrade. I think Andrade is one of the best wrestlers WWE was able to acquire. I honestly didn't want him to be released, but I'm glad that he was. And I know this is going to sound bad, but first, hear me out. When you're not aware or you're not sure of how to use a person, I think it's okay for you to release the superstars and let them go somewhere where they can be used properly. It is unfair to hoard talent and to keep them on this leash in your company when you know that you can't use them effectively. So it's smarter to get rid of them than to hoard them like that. In my mind, WWE did the right thing by releasing him because he is not capable of being used in the company because the current regime, producers, creators, they either don't know or have no idea how to present him to the WWE audience and how he could be utilized effectively. They just didn't know what to do. And the reality is they're incompetent. So sending him off somewhere where he would get more traction and he would be used properly is the smartest thing WWE has done in quite some time. Now, I'm not trying to toot their horn. I'm just saying that it was smart for them to give him his release. And that is something that he wanted. That's what he requested. That's what he asked for. They tried to renegotiate with him. He said, no, I think that it's best that I leave. He has no ill will towards WWE, and neither do I. As long as he's happy, that's all that matters to me. Let me put up some of y'all comments. I'd use a Def Leppard, Guns N' Roses, or Motley Crue song for my theme if I was a wrestler. Oh, they're talking about the chicken sandwiches. His English has gotten very good. I want a theme song similar to Emma's before she got released. Vicki yelling hurt my damn ears. First of all, Vicki Guerrero is unnecessary. That's the first thing. She's completely unnecessary. No one talks about all the people who are in AEW who are not needed. Vicki is one of them. I'm sorry, I don't see what she brings to the table or how she could be of any aid to anybody in AEW. I don't think she did anything for Nyla. If anything, she's holding her back. Nyla Rose was very good on her own. She doesn't need Vicki Guerrero for that. I'm not sure as to what Vicki Guerrero is doing for them backstage in terms of how she helps them backstage, but they don't need Vicki Guerrero. All those former WWE superstars, all those former WCW superstars, they have all these people who've been in the business, from producers to executives to fucking referees. The first thing you think of is to bring in Vicki Guerrero? Absolutely not. She's unnecessary. She's unnecessary. Give me a tablet. All right. Emma theme song, beginning lyrics. Welcome to Walmart. Ooh, trash. Absolute trash. Let me turn off my Andrade also said he's open to coming back to WWE in the future. I'm sure he is. There you go. I had to help my nephew out right quick. I'm sure he is, and I don't have a problem with that. I think that Andrade's happy with where he is, and that's all that matters, is that he's happy. Not welcome to Walmart. I can't wait to see what he can bring to AEW. I hope he's going to be fine in AEW, just like everybody else who goes over to AEW is going to be fine. It's those who are already there in AEW that you're concerned about. I couldn't help myself. It's a work in progress. I think Vicki Guerrero is a legend. I think Vicki Guerrero is a character that was great during her time, but she isn't needed for people in AEW. At least she hasn't been paired with someone who needs it. Andrade doesn't need her. Andrade's fine. Andrade can speak decent English. And even if he can't, I'm sure they could find a way to get his point across. The very same way they did Asuka in WWE. Asuka speaks English, but it's limited in some ways, as does Shinsuke Nakamura. But they're able to get them over. And the same thing could have been done with Andrade. It is not hard. As far as Vicki Guerrero is concerned, one of my issues with Vicki is her attitude. She seems to think that because she was married to Eddie Guerrero, that she somehow deserves preferential treatment. The reality is, it's your husband that people admire and love and wanted to be around. It wasn't really you, and that's no disrespect to her, but she didn't come into being a character until after Eddie Guerrero passed away. So she was not somebody who you just go to for any type of advice. And her thing was WWE didn't have anything for her and couldn't have her in the company. So she got in her feelings and got upset. Not to mention some personal things that she said and done that I really dislike and don't care for. So Vicki Guerrero is not someone that I want to see on my TV. And when she does come across, when I used to watch AEW, I changed the channel because she's unnecessary. Now, it's funny to me how a lot of people are okay with the likes of Vicki Guerrero being on TV and Mark Henry being on TV and Big Show being on TV and Christian and all these other guys, Sting and everything. But when Goldberg was in WWE wrestling and winning championships, oh, that was a problem. You was mad, right? I'm just saying. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, I see. I'm working on it during the summer. No, you're not. AEW is doing what TNA Impact did, hiding leftovers from WWE. And didn't AEW say at one time they wouldn't do this? Yes, they did. They did say that. But you'd be a fool not to hire somebody like Andrade when he's out there. I am not saying they shouldn't hire ex-WWE superstars. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is your company was built off of the backs of the indie talent that you have and the popularity of the elite. So for you to constantly keep signing people, you are doing exactly what your predecessor did, which is hoarding talent and constantly adding new people to the roster, which is going to do nothing but push down the people who are already there. The smart thing to do would be to utilize what you have and leverage the popularity of your talent. I don't mind the signing of Andrade. I don't mind the signing of other superstars as well. People like Brody Lee, I didn't have a problem with. I didn't have a problem with Miro going there. My issue was Miro's behavior after leaving WWE and his behavior in AEW, as if AEW is some godsend. Very, very soon, AEW will have to cut costs too. They're not going to be able to operate with all of these superstars there, paying people to do one-off matches every now and then and still be able to function, because they're going to want to go on the road and travel too. They're not going to be able to keep that up and maintain everything that they have to do. They're going to cut somewhere too. And a big thing that people have to start thinking about is this. The WWE had a network, right? And they were running this network in-house. That means they had a whole list of personnel that was running this network for them. That includes digital artists, digital graphics, anybody who was used to run and maintain the network was doing that. Once the network was sold, they no longer had any use for the people who were doing that work. So they had to cut that section of the WWE down to the bare minimum, which was only to create the graphics and stuff for their YouTubes, their podcast genre, and everywhere else. Okay. So that's why things got cut again, and a lot of people got the boot again. Now, in regards to the WWE talent that was cut, I'm warning you now. I feel it in my soul. If I'm wrong, I will come back on here and apologize. But I believe the reason why a lot of these current superstars were cut was to justify and make they put them over their current budget. Brock Lesnar is going to command more than $5 million. He's going to want the $10 million he was getting before. That's why they got rid of all these superstars, to justify his contract and to make sure he came back so that they could make money and be at the pinnacle of wrestling and continue to bring in eyes, because Brock Lesnar is a commodity amongst some of y'all. Not for me, but some of y'all think Brock Lesnar is a commodity. I'm telling you, that's what that's about. Because I don't think Drew McIntyre is going to beat Bobby Lashley at Mania. At Hell in a Cell. I would love for that to happen. But either way, Drew McIntyre going up against Brock Lesnar would be a bigger bill of a match than it would be for Bobby Lashley to go up against Drew McIntyre. And vice versa. A bigger bill of a match would be for Bobby Lashley to go up against Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. That would work. But what do I know? You know, I'm a fickle ass fan, remember? I'm just saying. Every time a WWE superstar is released, somebody always mention AEW, not knowing that not everybody can go to AEW. This is true. She was a prominent figure, if that's putting it nicely. That reminds me, I believe Pat called Carmella a goat last night. Personally, I wouldn't call her a goat, but she does have a few notable achievements. Oh, wow. That's par for the course with All Elite letdown. A lot of things are plain unnecessary. Hello, Tirza. The indie talent that carried AEW on their back have now been pushed to the back in favor of newly signed talent, so they have to wait even longer to get their just due. That's what I'm talking about. There's no way for you to be able, it's either one way or the other. You either uplift the talent you have, like the Sunny Kisses. You've got Joey Janela over there. Big Swole is there. You've got, what's her name? Chris Statlander, Red Velvet, all these people that are there that are very good at what they do. You can either leverage them and use them to build your company up and let that be your driving force, Or you can continue to bring in the hot names and the big talent like the FTRs, like the Andrades, like the Brody Lees, God rest his soul, like Jericho, like everybody else who's come from WWE and Miro, unfortunately. Let them come in and take over the world and take over the company, while those guys who've been there trying to get this company off the ground with you, been fighting with you, defending AEW, working and building and putting their asses on the line, they get the scraps. That don't make no sense to me. But what you're gonna get back is, well, that's business. It's funny how that's okay, and that's business for AEW, but it's wrong for WWE to do what they're doing. No, because what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If one place is doing shady shit, then when you look at the other one and you see something wrong over there, don't try to pacify it and make it seem like it's because it's the beginning of their first couple of years. You have to give them time. Really? I don't know why Tony Khan think he got Nick Khan money. Well, Tony Khan father has the money. That's where the money comes from. It comes from his dad. His father owns the Jaguars, and we all know how that works out. Because his father didn't tell him he was poor, and that's not his money. No. I forgot to ask you, what grade did I get? You talking about Tirsa or me? Vicki Guerrero clapping for Andrade and grinning at Andrade like she ain't tweet support for Trump building the wall specifically to keep out Mexicans. Stupid bitch. That's the personal shit I was talking about. I don't like that kind of shit. And I feel like just because you got some white dick and you feel like you could say whatever you want to say, but bitch, if it was back to where we was and everybody was in here talking about how they don't want Mexicans or anybody of Hispanic descent in this country, your ass would be shipped right back to where your people came from. Just like if they didn't want black people here and they had the right to do it, they would ship our asses back. Just saying. It's rude. It's disrespectful. Watch, we're going to see Brock Lesnar break into Hell in a Cell with his foot again. F5 Drew and Bobby. At this point, I don't hurt. I'm on my Crimson Tide, so this is the perfect distraction. Not the Crimson Tide. Okay, Tears of Hiram wants to know what his grade was for his report yesterday. We had a nice conversation yesterday. But that's all I wanted to talk about, y'all. I just wanted to make sure we get some things clear about how, especially about me. When I'm talking about stuff on social media or when I'm posting about stuff and you see something ugly that's happening across the world, like you can't always assume that everybody's just riding hard for WWE because that's not the case. Okay? It's not the case for me at all. This was a comment that sparked this conversation. It was sent to me. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to make sure I clear some stuff up. I want to clear some strong. I want to make sure I clear some stuff up. Make sure everybody was on the same page and we was all clear together. Okay? And I want to make sure everybody understand the difference between accountability and bashing. Okay? You have to know the difference because there's a difference between the two. Words mean a lot. Okay? Tiz said, but what and who is Brock Lesnar without Paul Heyman? That's a very interesting question. I guess we'll have to find out now, won't we? I don't know. Maybe he gonna have to ask his tribal chief if he can go work on Raw for a couple weeks. I don't know. I don't know, baby. She said he a mute. She said he a mute. She said you get a strong B. That's cool. That's a good grade. Let me go find the gift of Brock Lesnar breaking in the cage with his stiff kick, child. I can't. Bork Lego. That's who he. Not Bork. Oh my gosh. We're gonna see the Brock Lesnar that came back in 2012 for John Cena. Oh, that's interesting. I don't like neither one of them, but I mean, the reality is that's gonna happen, especially now that they broke the news today. So I'm gonna post that in here too. They broke the news about SummerSlam. So if you don't know, what you don't know is a lot. Okay. SummerSlam is going to be in Las Vegas, Nevada. Yes. And say it with me. That's just me, y'all. It's going to be in Las Vegas, Nevada for sure. And Cardi B is set to host that. But hold on, y'all. I got to get the picture so I can post it in here. All right. So SummerSlam is supposed to be in Las Vegas, Nevada this year. And it's supposed to be on a Saturday. And I believe it's on a Saturday because the fight is that weekend. So let me go and check. Pacquiao is supposed to have a fight that weekend. And I think it's on a Sunday. Let me see. Oh, it's on the same night. Woo! Woo! That's going to be a mess. So the Manny Pacquiao fight with Errol Spence Jr. is also happening in Las Vegas on a Saturday. That is very, very difficult. Fighting in Las Vegas, boxing matches especially, are very, very popular. I don't know how WWE is going to combat that. They're going to have to pull out all the... Well, Pacquiao's not the biggest draw.
Pacquiao ain't been a big draw in a minute. So
he's not the biggest draw.
If they do go see, it's going to be more so for Errol Spence Jr.
Pacquiao
kind of washed at this point.
So the way they plan on doing it is like they're going to have... they plan on doing the fight, doing SummerSlam with enough time for fans to be able to attend the Pacquiao fight if they want to. So I guess they're going to work in tandem. But it's going to be at the Las Vegas, Nevada Allegiant Stadium. That is the Raiders' newest stadium. It looks phenomenal. If you haven't seen it, okay, let me see if I can pull up some pictures of it because I had some pictures of it a while back, and I'm going to try and pull up some pictures for y'all. Because that stadium is insane. It's crazy. Let me see. Okay, so let me restore that one. Let's see some of the inside of the stadium so you can see how it will look. All right, so let me upload these pictures. You going to buy your ticket? Well, you can't buy tickets yet. The tickets are not on sale just yet for SummerSlam. So just hold on, family. Hold on. I'm gonna take a little bitty side break just for a little bit so I can get these pictures uploaded and I can show you guys what the stadium looks like, and I'll be back.
I just wanna go where you go tonight. Baby, hold my hand. Take me one more time. I don't wanna be without you again. I want you to stay, 'cause it feels so great. Bye. See you could come back. I think about about you, can I do? I wanna know if you think of me too. Baby, come over, let me kiss you. Yeah. How long need you? How long need you? Baby, tell me, baby, tell me. How long need you? How long need you? Baby, tell me, baby, tell me. I just wanna go where you go.
Genetics.
Drink, headshot, drink, sit down, drink, stand up, drink, pass out, drink, wake up, drink, bed it, drink, 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 headshot, drink, sit down, drink, stand up, drink, pass out, drink, wake up, drink, bed it, drink, drink.
Genetics.
Drink, headshot, drink, sit down, drink, stand up, drink, pass out, drink, wake up, drink, bed it, drink, 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 headshot, drink, sit down, drink, stand up, drink, pass out, drink, wake up, drink, bed it, drink, drink.
Genetics.
Drink, headshot, drink, sit down, drink, stand up, drink, pass out, drink, wake up, drink, bed it, drink, 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 headshot, drink, sit down, drink, stand up, drink, pass out, drink, wake up, drink.
Alrighty, so I got some of the images loaded up for the stadium. Okay, so let me show y'all what the inside of the Allegiant Stadium looks like. That is what it looks like with the Raiders logo on the grass and all that good stuff. There we go. I got one more picture to upload. And then I can show y'all what the front looks like, so you know what you be looking at. So this is one angle of the inside of the stadium, and this is a different one. this is the Allegiant Stadium on the inside with the Rebels stuff on there, but this is what it looks like. This is what the outside looked like as they were just constructing it. Turn it on. One more second. What the hell? Did I go past it? Octavius. He can't hear. You got to say the words, Tay. All right, y'all. I'm finna move on to the next picture in a second. Give me 1 second.
I'm not showing you. No. Turn around and see.
Y'all hear somebody in the background? It's my nephew. He listening to something. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. None whatsoever. I got one more picture to show y'all, and then I promise we'll be done. We can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. All right, I got 23 comments. I'm like, what? Oh my God. Let me go back up. Tay Tay, your mommy call you. Alrighty, so let me go and pull up these comments about what some of y'all was saying. Okay. He said we need Brock Party back. No, we don't. All right, Tony Daddy's Money Con. That is the best accurate thing, baby. Not Brock Party. Yes, that's what the stadium looks like, people. Let's predict the match card for SummerSlam. We could just give me 1 second, Reginald, and we can go to that in a second. I promise. I could have sworn that Mandy Pacquiao retired. Well, he came out of retirement, boo-boo. The tribal chief was front and center. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. As much shit as I give Roman, he is the attraction, honey. I will give him that. Okay. I might talk a lot of shit, but I'm fair. Okay. Brock Party was the shittiest fucking gimmick, and I can't believe people called that shit entertaining. Oh, God, we thank you. He was real upset, honey. Let me get ready for this Floyd Mayweather fight versus Logan Paul tomorrow. Ain't gonna be no knockouts in that fight, so I don't want to see it. They got the rules put up on Bleacher Report. You can't have no knockouts, no TKOs. There's no time limit, and there's no judgment. So I was like, so what we watching?
It's an exhibition.
That's bullshit. Like, I want somebody to get knocked out. You can't knock nobody out in the exhibition match?
No.
Fuck out of here. His dancing was funny. That's why it was entertaining. It was terrible. That's why I disagree with them bringing that dancing Lego head back. Whatever floats your boat, Reggie. Janae made that song. She made that song for me. I like both of them. I'm trying to get my boyfriend to go. He's never been to Vegas, so this is the perfect excuse to go. Don't be talking about Janae music like that. Stream down for the count and get her a yes and get Miss Kitty's cookies, honey. Make sure you get some cookies for Hell in the Cell. It's coming out. It's coming out. You can have all your snacks and have your cookies, okay? Yeah, you want to order some more next week? Kenny, you got another order coming next week for chocolate chip only. And Mr. Sewell was very clear about his cookies. Okay, this one is better. I like the other one. I like both of them. When I start wrestling, I think I'm going to use the Gory Bomb as my finisher and call it Gemini Moon. Ooh, that's actually a good wrestling name. Gemini Moon. I'm stealing. What do y'all think? I like the finisher. I like the name. I'm stealing that Gemini Moon shit. I'm stealing that, honey. Fuck around and I might have a little baby named Gemini. You never know. You never know. Yeah, we gonna name our daughter Gemini? You wanna name my daughter Gemini?
Ain't that wrong with Gemini?
Yeah. Yes. Anywhoosies, let's go back. And I'm supposed to post one more picture of the Allegiant Stadium. One more picture. Got distracted by posting y'all comments. I got one more. Okay. Let me see what I have uploaded. Okay, got one more to go. And then I'll be done. And then we can talk about SummerSlam and who we would book for SummerSlam. Okay. A little bit more to go. Let me get some of these comments up. Whatever floats your boat, just know you're going to need strength. I don't have a Gemini moon. I have a Scorpio moon, but I figured the setup for the Gory Bomb looks like the twin logo. That's cute. And it's black, period. didn't think you were a Gemini moon, Rico. They could have had that WrestleMania. They could have had WrestleMania there. Sure, it's so beautiful though. It's such a pretty stadium. August in Vegas is hot. Is it? Is it real hot? I didn't know that. Oh. All right, I'm a Leo with a Scorpio moon. Oh, they need to have a WrestleMania in Vegas. I think they will eventually. I'm a Gemini as well. Hi, hey, I'm late. Hello, Joey. How are you? Then it ain't a fight. It's them tickling each other's balls the whole time. Not tickling balls. Stop. I thought there was a knockout. No. According to my husband, an exhibition match does not have knockouts. Boxing is not my thing, so I would not know how any of that works. Okay, so, girl, I'm disappointed. If Floyd ain't knocking him out, his punk ass out, then what's the point of watching? Exactly my point, Tirza. That was my thing. Like, I really want to watch it, but I'm not gonna watch it if they're not gonna have some real shit going down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see Floyd knock Logan Paul's ass out. I want to see a knockout. I don't want to see you dancing around the ring and allegedly getting hit. No, fuck that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I'm not paying for it. No way. I don't want to pay Logan Paul. Like, do you know how much money they're making for this fight? So let me tell you how much their money they're making. Floyd Mayweather is getting $10 million for this fight. Logan Paul is only getting $250K.
Logan Paul gonna get most of that. He gonna make more of that far as like I won't say endorsements, but like the
merch sales
and his cut of the
pay-per-view.
The pay-per-view tickets.
Yeah,
pay-per-view sales.
I know that, but like you are not a commodity, bro. If you can't even crack $1 million on your sale,
not yet.
Family. Logan Paul ain't shit. Like, they didn't even attempt to give him $1 million. They gave him a quarter. Child. I feel like I wasn't shit if I was. I mean, SummerSlam is gonna have some big names. You know they are, Nicholas. You know they are. Y'all don't have to trust me on this one. If I could wrestle, I'm gonna do the F5, but I would call it the airplane crasher. I'm gonna be a heel when I start wrestling. I just can't see myself as a face. I already have my future daughter full name picked out. Oh, that's so cute. If you name your daughter Gemini Moon, I'll reference it in my eventual WWE 24. I'll be like, yes. When me and Jared was on live, I told him I was gonna name my daughter Gemini Moon. His cousin little boy named Rico was on there. He good friend of the family. Go ahead. And I'll be like, look, that's who you named after, yo. You named after that. Stupid. There already a move called an airplane crasher. Is there? The glory bomb is hard. It's 113 degrees in Las Vegas. Bitch, I know you fucking lying. Like, how do you keep makeup on your face in Vegas?
Whole lot of setting spray.
To say, yes, girl, it's triple digits, like 110 to 115 degrees. Oh, no. Because, see, I got titties and rolls. I can't be sweating like that. Okay? I put powder on, that shit turning to paste. Oh. I still want to go, now. I still want to go. Oh, my God. I have the full names for my future 6 kids figured out, which was low-key hard, and I changed the names like 3 times. Bitch. Did you say 6? That say 6 on the screen. Baby, can you see this? Mm-mm. This say 6. Okay, let me tell you a little story. There once was a little girl named Tiffany. And she grew up with she had 4 brothers and sisters, which means it was 5 siblings in the family. Them siblings grew up, and all of them niggers had kids, except for Tiffany. And now, Tiffany is an adult with 9 nieces and nephews. 9 of them motherfuckers.
Hell, I got 12.
Okay? And 4 of them I see on the regular. Almost every week I see at least 3 to 4 of them.
Yeah.
I don't want no damn kid. Just, if I have a kid, I'm only having one. Just one. And that's the end of my tale.
No.
I'm not having no more kids, Jared.
No.
One kid.
Absolutely not.
One.
No.
She got plenty of, he or she will have plenty of cousins to play with.
They're going to be much older than he or she.
So,
absolutely not.
Your brother's older than you.
There's a 3-year age difference between me and my brothers.
And
there's going to be a 6 to 8 year gap. Absolutely not.
They'll be fine.
No.
They will be fine.
2, and that's it.
You ain't finna tell me what my body finna go through.
You're not finna have them grow up with no brother and sister.
Well, then I guess you're gonna have some money for some surrogacy then. Shit, my ass. Ain't nothing coming out your pee-pee hole. Nothing. The hell? Excuse me. Chill. Kitty said 6. You just want to be fucking. Then what the whole point? I want to see Logan Paul get his shit rocked, period. I grew up in the Mike Tyson era where he was knocking niggas out in 30 seconds. Flat out tears. And them fights was not cheap. But you would be watching a fight for 2 minutes. And you still wouldn't be there more than 2 minutes. The whole fight. I never watched a boxing match. I can't watch someone getting their ass beat. I feel I'm gonna feel too bad. They both signed the waiver. That's what they supposed to do. Shoot. It's like the lyrics to Chelsea Green's old theme song. Gucci Prada, she hotter than Nevada. I cannot. Mike Tyson was the main event, and you wait all night for his fight. If you blinked, you missed it. He was that quick and good. Periana. Yes, that's the truth. 3-digit weather. Just kill me now, girl. You can get some cute nicknames. You can get some good nicknames from Gemini. You got Jim, Minnie, Emmy. You do. That's a cute name. I like all of them. My first dance school that I went to, one of the girls was in my ballet class. Her mom was pregnant and she named her daughter after me. So sweet. So I just don't want those 6 kids. Girl, you gonna have to okay, I'm finna say this and y'all can't get mad at me. You're gonna have to like having sex to have 6 kids. And I'm not saying so I'm just don't. I'm just saying you would have to enjoy the act of sex and the act of being with a man in order to have 6 children. Ma'am. Oh, hell no. I'm going to have to bring an umbrella or something. Not 6. My boyfriend's initials are MDB, and I want our children to have the same initials minus the D. Oh, that's cute. He got on my nerves. Shoot. It's the full-blown argument for me. Look, okay? That's real love right there, all right? But that nigga ain't got to be the one to push these suckers out. He gonna be at work while I'm sitting up trying to rock and nurse these children. He gonna be sitting up down here yelling at folks on the phone. ain't pushing out no damn 2. He ain't got to push none out his PP hole. He ain't got to do that. He get to enjoy the fun of it and not the rest. That ain't right. That ain't right, people. You ain't gonna tell me what the hell I'm gonna do. No, sir. You must have some money for some surrogacy if you plan on having 2 children. You got some money? You got some money I don't know about?
Tim,
Baby?
Tim,
Baby?
you heard what I said.
Baby? You heard what I said. Don't start with me. I like sex. I tell my friends to do it all the time. Coochie gonna get stretched to the guard. This conversation is so wrong. A message from Kitty in the present box. Do say. Have they said yet when the tickets go on sale for SummerSlam? The tickets won't go on sale for SummerSlam until because I was looking on Ticketmaster because that's where they're gonna have them for sale. 12 days, 15 hours, and 10 minutes. So in 12 days, the tickets will go on sale for SummerSlam. Okay. My mom and I have the same initials. I dislike it. They were mine first. How the fuck they was yours? They not yours first. It's your mama first. Your mama was here first. Reminds me, Marjorie better be safe. He not. And you know he not. I don't even know why you asked. Call me Judge Jerry. My aunt named me and my bro to have matching initials with our parents, and I have my aunt's middle name. Why didn't your mom name me? That's weird. People already got that ticket window open. Yes, like Ticketmaster got a whole thing going on. Let me show y'all. Let me see if I can share my screen with y'all. All right.
Why you? I need that blanket.
Nope, I'm sitting on it.
Well, you're gonna have to unsit it.
No.
Cause I can't wash his blankets.
Why you can't wash the blankets?
He got the washing machine tied up stirred.
Both of them?
Nope.
The other one don't work.
What you mean it don't work?
You got to unplug that thing and plug it back in for it to keep moving. To drain and spin.
Why is it in here then?
Girl, don't ask me that. I don't know.
Why you can't just put them in there?
And why?
In the one that drain, you got to unplug and drain and spin.
Who got time for that?
Dry to do it. He can pause the game and unplug it so it can drain.
What time is it? It's 10 o'clock.
It's about to be 10.
I'll watch him in the morning.
Well, I'm not getting up.
Okay, when you get up and go upstairs and go to bed, I'm going to get the blanket, okay? So when I see you come on up, I come on down,
You
okay?
know what?
Take care.
You better gig it gone before you
Take
get
care.
slapped in these parts.
Take care.
I'm sick of it.
You ain't sick of it.
Your ass ain't been here but a minute. You already cutting up.
I didn't do nothing.
Crystal, you can't even get it out. You can't even get it out. Lying ass heifer. Hold on, let me see if I can share this screen with y'all. Okay. It don't want me to share it with y'all. Y'all just have to listen to my family and all our shenanigans. Cause it is a mess.
Oh, shit.
No, not my Bucks. Well, it's just the first game, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if it'll let me do it. It don't want me to be great, y'all. It don't like me. Anyway, let me go back to some of y'all comments. She said, okay, I get excruciating cramps. Earlier, I was legit breathing like I was in labor or something. And my poor man was like, babe, I've never seen you like this. So I can only imagine how he'll be when I'm in the labor. Oh, it's gonna be a doozy, honey. These people still sitting down talking. Bitch, I want to go home. Okay. Tazo peach green tea. What that tastes like? Can you keep putting that? Is it good? Because you keep posting it. Like it's delicious. Because my mom married my dad 7 years after I was born. It was my name first. But wasn't your mama? Okay, I guess you could swing it that way because she didn't have the name yet. And your mama had a okay, I see what you mean. Okay, so technically it was your initials, but she didn't steal it. Your daddy gave it to her. So be mad at your daddy. Be mad at him. Because he gave it to her. That's so nice, songstress. If only we knew what those names were. You shady bitch. Ben will never understand. Hell no, he ain't gonna understand. I'm gonna convince him to do that labor simulation so he could see. I'm gonna have to do something strange for a piece of change for that. Because he's not gonna do it. I became my name. My aunt named all of the tribe of Judah. That's what they call me, my bro, and my cousins. Oh wow, tribe of Judah. It's very religious. It took my mom 3 days to give my ass a name, so my mom just let my Brandy grew up list singer. Oh, that's cute. I want to get those cramp simulators, test them on my friend. I'm gonna see if I can do one on Jared, but he probably gonna fight like a motherfucker. Why not?
Nigga, no.
Why? Is medicine upstairs?
It's upstairs in our rotate.
It should be on the bed.
Go get your medicine.
Actually, it was 8 years after I was born. Kenny said, I want to see what happens to someone else. But my mom wanted to name me Tamara or Tia. So neither one of them wins. My twins big like Tia and Tamara. Doja Cat. Period. Hashtag Doja never misses. Yes, it's Miss Litterbox. I'll be back. I have to wash my tie-dye shirt, DIY shirt. Oh, you made a DIY shirt? Cute. That should be Doja's fandom name, the Litterbox. Ew. Y'all want to be a place where people shit at? Where cats piss and shit? Oh, no. We are in trouble. No. Okay, so Reginald, if Reginald is still here, Reginald wanted to speculate what we was going to see in terms of the match card for SummerSlam. So, let's do something first before we get into what SummerSlam could be. Let's get into what Money in the Bank could be, okay? Because Money in the Bank could be great. I want to talk about Money in the Bank first because Money in the Bank could be a catalyst leading into, SummerSlam. So, first things first, let's get into Money in the Bank. So, with whoever's left, which unfortunately is not a lot, we can see. Hold on a second, y'all. right. Let me see what else some of y'all said. My mom could have picked her middle initial if that's what she wanted to do. But no, she wanted us to be cute. Oh, you petty. If someone says Sasha needs money in the bank, get the I love Money in the Bank. I do too. Money in the Bank's one of my favorite. Yeah, it was a camp. I also cut people out of my life, and now I have new friends. Awesome sauce. Are they able to have a women's Money in the Bank this year? Ain't that many women left. Money in the Bank is usually quite small anyway. They usually have up to 6 competitors, I believe. So they are more than welcome to have a successful Money in the Bank because they have more than 6 female superstars. Let me see. Because I just want to make sure what we're talking about is what's being seen on the screen. You know how sometimes we could be talking and he'd be like, that ain't, what are we talking about? You want to know? You want to know, man. All right, so I got it all loaded up. I think we're good. I go into my shows and I just don't be having nothing to talk about. Okay, so Money in the Bank is what we are discussing right now so that we can figure out who is going to be going into a SummerSlam. Naomi needs it, and that's coming from a Sasha stan. All right. Okay, so WWE Current Roster. It's very fit. Okay, that roster real low, but it's real low. He said, "Oh God, they put it on Netflix for kids, and they said we were leaving soon." No, everybody. Naomi versus Bianca for the SmackDown Women's Championship needs to happen. I just want the Money in the Bank briefcase to glow in the dark. Me too. That'd be dope. All right, going by the current regime, I don't see Bobby Lashley or Roman Reigns dropping their titles before Money in the Bank or after for that matter. So both of these guys more than likely will still be champion by the time Money in the Bank rolls around, which means neither of them will be eligible to compete in the Money in the Bank match. They usually don't put champions in the Money in the Bank matches, so that would exclude but see, here's where the little funny thing comes in. I think Rhea Ripley probably will drop her title to Charlotte at Hell in a Cell. But so Rhea might be eligible, but just to be fair and to be safe, we're going to say that Rhea Ripley is out because Rhea currently is the champion. So we're going to go by what we see.
Oh.
Okay. Let me get a pen out since we're going to be talking.
Hi.
Hello.
I already ate.
You ate already?
Like Chick-fil-A.
Brat. Always getting Chick-fil-A.
KFC was closed.
It was closed.
Yes.
You was mad?
Yeah.
Sorry, Shug. Well, at least you got Chick-fil-A. Okay, y'all. So I wrote down Rhea Ripley as a questionable. That means Bianca, Apollo, Sheamus, AJ Styles, Ray and Dominic, Natalya, Tamina, and Akira Tozawa. Well, Akira Tozawa can still be in it. But they're all out. All right? Ooh, Pretty Deadly's cute. They look like girls. God.
They can wrestle though.
They look like girls.
I know. Look like an 80s rock band, but they can wrestle.
Wow, he's got a broken nose. They both had a broken nose. All right. So right now you have so we're gonna write down Alexa Bliss because Alexa Bliss is there. Angel Garza. Let me move this so I can go back to my StreamYard. Hi, Alexis. How are you? Let me just pull up some stuff right quick. Let me put some of y'all comments up since I was out here looking for stuff. So, call you an Uber at this point. Dear Drew, get your old thing back or hang it up to try to regain the title. Oh, no. Rico, what are you doing? I would love that. Being that Naomi is no longer in the tag team, she can be drafted to SmackDown, win Money in the Bank, cash it in, face Bianca, which would be a dream come true for me. That'd be an awesome match, actually. I would love that. Hey Alexis, how are you? I'm at my grandparents' house. Alexis, I did upload your What Had Happened Was segment for our new show on our podcast. We got a new show on our podcast. If you haven't been following Down for the Count, I'm going to put the Down for the Count banner up. If you haven't been following Down for the Count, you should. We have a new podcast up right now. It is a segment that Alexis created. She's our wrestling historian, and it is called What Had Happened Was, a lesson in wrestling history with Alexis. Okay, so go on the podcast after we're done here, and you can listen to it while you cook dinner or while you're chilling at your house and you just want to mellow out. Alexis did a really, really good job covering the mass transit incident, and we're gonna take submissions for you guys to give us new historic events to cover. Some of us might do it all together. Others you might just hear Alexis do it, but that is going to be a regular show added into our podcast rotation. So if you guys want to go and listen to it, check the banner at the bottom. Go to follow Down for the Count on Twitter and Instagram. That's where you get notified where all the new podcasts are up. And you can listen to Down for the Count on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere they play podcasts, we got you. All right? Now back to our regularly scheduled program. All right. Were you around for the old theme? It was Puto Fuego. I'm at my grandparents' ranch. It's a 40-minute drive home. Oh, God, we thank you. She called her hot mama. What does that mean? What does the Spanish phrase mean? Tonight went from Puto Fuego to not Puto Fuego. Lord, the serve save is so boring. You better expect to be at that house for another hour. Yes, it is up, and Alexis did a great job on that podcast. You guys should definitely go listen to it, especially if you don't have a really good idea of wrestling history and everything that has gone on in wrestling in the past. She covers it all. Alexis has a mind that is I envy when it comes to wrestling. She has so much information, and I feel like that segment on our show can be really informative for a lot of people, and she does a good job at how she structured it and how it sounds really great. So if you haven't listened to it, you definitely should. She did a really good job on it. So let's go. We're talking about Money in the Bank and who should be in Money in the Bank, people. All right, so I'm gonna write down some names, and y'all tell me in the comments if y'all want them to be in the Money in the Bank Mizatch. Okay, so we got Big E here. All right. Becky Lynch could be back in time, so let's put Becky Lynch down. I put a question mark by her name. Let's go. Carmella's there, so she's there. We have to put her there. Her and the stiff ass wig she got in this picture. It's so stiff. Cedric Alexander. Cesaro. Chad Gable. Charlotte might be champion, but I'll write her down just in case, just like I did Rhea Ripley. Put a question mark by Charlotte. Damian Priest. Haven't seen Damian Priest in a little while. It's interesting. Morrison, John Morrison. Okay. All right. David Otunga still. I thought David Otunga got fired from WWE. Did he leave?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Okay. Dana Brooke. Well, he's on here as WWE personnel. Dolph Ziggler. He ain't doing nothing. But braiding his hair. Fucked up ass. Just fucked up. It's just fucked up. Oh shit, I put it on the wrong side. Jesus. I already got Cedric down. Oscar. Let me put some of y'all comments up. Morrison. Shelton Benjamin. Shelton.
Benjamin.
Oscar. Dolph. I forgot to put Dolph down, right? Biggie could work. It's fun to watch him throw people around. Morrison, GTA Trevor. What is his name? Rick Boogs. I like Rick Boog. Okay, so you got Rick Boogs, Cedric. Oh, Bobby Roode. I don't think he could use his glorious theme no more either, Jared.
I don't like it no more.
Nakamura. Which that's messed up, by the way.
Just go on the record and say I don't like it.
Sami Zayn. Keith Lee, if he returns. Keith. I'm going to have to put an asterisk by Keith's name. Simply because right now he's not there. Drew McIntyre has to go there simply because he's a former champion. You have to do it. Elias. Ember Moon. Well, Ember's an NXT gal, so. Sasha Banks. I'll put her on there, but I don't want Sasha in the Money in the Bank. And I'll give my reason as to why, but, you know. Shinsuke Nakamura. Beer Money Tees. I love me some Beer Money. Me and Yam, that's a good one. I fucking love Beer Money. Naomi. Liv Morgan. Let's see. Humberto Carrillo's there, so let's put Humberto down. We're gonna write everybody down, then we're gonna weed some people out, okay? I will never put Jackson Riker on this list, so no. Jeff Hardy, Jinder Mahal. Haven't seen Jinder in a couple weeks, right?
Yeah.
They got everybody up here. I think everybody's just up here. And like, cause fucking Jonathan Coachman is still up here. And I know damn well he doesn't work for WWE.
No. Nobody.
Corbin's on here.
Big thing ish.
Oh shit. My pen's running out. Oh no, babe. I'm out of ink. Baby, I need a pen.
Get it done too.
You don't have no ink?
I don't have no ink. What happened to your shirt?
It's filled with barbecue.
Oh my god. There's barbecue sauce everywhere.
I'm not surprised.
Look like a damn crime scene on your shirt.
What?
Kofi, Xavier, Kevin Owens.
What? Oh, really?
Who else? I think they need to move LA Knight, personally. But Mansoor, Ali.
Well, explain these.
All right, let me see what you guys got on this comments. Naya, I guess. Bliss, yeah, she's like the second person on my list. I got Ali up here. Nikki Cross, thank you, because I had forgot about Nikki Cross. I don't be meaning to. I just forgot about her. Tiff, if the podcast makes money, we can buy motorized beer coolers like them and raise them. I'm down for that. Mansoor, yeah, I like Mansoor. I like him a lot, and his voice is amazing. T-Bar and Mace. Honestly, they could. Never mind. Let me shut up. Jimmy Uso. No, I wouldn't put Jimmy Uso in Money in the Bank. Although, yes, you could put him in there. You could put him in the match. I like watching Dolph getting thrown around a million times just to lose. It feels like a tradition at this point. Eva Marie. No, I'm not going to put her on there. You're not right for that. I didn't even say nothing. I didn't even say anything. I said nothing, Nicholas. So you have no proof that I did anything because I didn't say anything. So honestly, I feel like Eva don't need to be in it when everyone else worked their ass off, but that's just me. No Otis this year. He wasted it last year. That wasn't Otis's fault. Who is this fine ass dude right here? I've never seen this man in my life. I need to watch NXT UK. This man is gorgeous. No, it's not Christian. Hold on. His name is Oliver. Hold on. I hope it go back to where it was. I don't need to be in the bed. What? Take. His name is Oliver Carter. And he's beautiful. I don't care what anyone says. He's a beautiful man. Eva Marie has to wrestle. She can't. I think he was talking to me. Christian as Casanova. Show the screen. Show the screen. What a man. What man? This man. That man. Oliver Carter is beautiful. He's absolutely beautiful. Oh, NXT UK has some very good lookers. Not that I watch or anything. Lies. That dude that wrestled Kushida on Tuesday, that was Christian Casanova, and his name is Carmelo Hayes.
Right now, who was that? What am I looking at?
Let me see if I can find him.
Oh, I've seen you do that.
Bowser Fury.
Yes.
Bowser? Whoa.
Let me see. I don't see him up there, but he did wrestle. I had a picture of him, but now I don't. It's very, very sad. Anyway, this man is fine. He's gorgeous. He has nice eyebrows. I like his smile. Dana Brooke. I have Dana on here. Mandy is one that I don't have on here. When you say Christian Casanova, you have to sing the Casanova part. I do it. Go somewhere with your bullshit. All right. So do I have everybody? Lacey's pregnant. I got Liv. Mandy Rose is on there. I'm looking through the roster. Shayna is not on here. She should be. I mean, if you want to put Otis down, you could. I put Chad Gable down, so why not? Randy Orton, and his partner. What the fuck is his name? What is that Negro's name? What is it? Matt Riddle. That's what it is. I couldn't think of his damn name for nothing. Matt Riddle. Ricochet. I forgot all about Ricochet.
Whoa.
Ricochet. I got Sammy. Damn, the women's roster ain't got shit. Slapjack. Jesus. The women's division is depleted. Okay? Wow. All right, so I'm going to read some names off to y'all, and y'all tell me if I got all of the names for the women, because this right here, this is sad, honey. Sonya. Okay, I'll put Sonya on there. I got Liv. She said, "Ooh, I know how to book Morrison if Morrison wins." Interesting. I'm gonna let some of y'all in a second. Oliver used to wrestle with Ashton Smith. They were a cool team. Oh, really? Liv. I have already put Liv on the paper. Why do you keep putting her name in there as if she's not on the list? I put her on here. Jesus. They started with firecrackers. It ain't even 4th of July yet.
People across the street are having a damn party.
Oh, our neighbor's having an all-white party.
It's somebody's birthday.
Didn't invite us.
So they having an all-white party.
Didn't ask us if we wanted to be there.
Tiffany, cut that shit out.
Petty.
We wasn't going over there.
So, I need the invite.
Fuck that.
I could have made some cakes or something.
Rona.
Made me some damn money. Sure. For the women's, they could just take 2 from Raw, 2 from SmackDown, 2 from NXT. Ew, never mind. Miz finally turns on Morrison for winning and tries to win the Money in the Bank case from him. Morrison wins clean and they're done being together. I like that, Alexis. As long as it ends with them being done. I'm straight. They starting with these motherfucking firecrackers again. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, so listen. Listen, y'all. These are all the women who are eligible to compete in the Money in the Bank match. I'm going to put Bayley on here, too, just because we don't know who's going to win at Hell in a Cell. All right? Okay, cool, Alexis. It was 93 degrees here in New York today. The motherfuckers don't know how to act. Oh, child. All right. So here we go. We got Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Carmella, Charlotte Flair, Dana, Asuka, Sasha, Mia Yim, Sasha, Mia Yim, Naomi, Liv, Nia, Nikki Cross, Mandy, Shayna, Sonya, and Bailey. That's pretty much the whole women's roster right there, which is really sad. I was talking about the person above even for suggesting it. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Nicholas? So, knowing all those names, I'm going to read them off again as I let y'all come in. Who should be in the Money in the Bank match? We got possible Rhea Ripley, possible Becky, possible Charlotte, possible Bailey. And since I put Bailey on here, I'll put Bianca on here because it's possible that she could drop it to Bailey. Although I don't think that's going to happen. I'm just being fair, okay? So, we got Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Carmella, Charlotte Flair, Dana Brooke, Asuka, Sasha Banks, Mia Yim, Naomi. That's 10 people. Liv Morgan, Nia, Nikki Cross, Mandy Rose, Shayna Baszler, Sonya, Bailey, and Bianca. That's 13 people. So, they still got Rob Gronkowski up here. What the hell kind of crazy shit? Oh, these people crazy. These people crazy. I got Becky off the list. That's hella disrespectful. Dead ass. Okay. Liv, Naomi, Mia. All right, that's 3 of the 6. Anybody else? It's 9 of y'all suckers in here. Y'all can talk. I'm just playing. I want to hear some of y'all picks for Monty in the Bank. Okay. So let me hear it.
You welcome. What did you say?
I lost a pair of good mink lashes, and I'm as upset about it. I'm as pissed. Okay. Naomi's your pick to win, but who we gonna put in the match? I know you want Naomi to win it, but who else you gonna have in there? Because you can't have her in there by herself. She got to be wrestling somebody. Okay. So Tirza picks Naomi to win it. I think Naomi should win it this year too, but you know, we still need names for the whole match. I know a lot of people are gonna come for me, but I would like to see Sasha win Money in the Bank, just my opinion, or Liv Morgan. I don't want to see Sasha win it this year. I wouldn't mind her being in the match, but I don't want to see her win I put Ali in there just so we could put him back in title contention. Or we talking about the women right now. Well, we'll go to the men in a second because it's a whole bunch of men. It's a whole bunch of them, honey. Okay, a whole bunch. Okay, Tirza says, I don't think Shayna should be in it. She should go after the Raw Women's Championship and win it. Curious? That's clever. I like that. I'm just gonna sit there. He ain't gonna say nothing, so I'm gonna take him off. Sonya, if she comes back to the ring. Sonya's a good pick. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with Sonya, Morgan, Naomi, and Mia Yim. Okay. You could have said that in the chat, Hiram. Shit. Shoot. I put Tamina in as well. If Tamina dropped them women's tag team titles, I don't have a mind Tamina being in it. Now, if you add Tamina and Natalia, that puts them at, I think it was like 14 or something like that. It's still not working because you're not. I'm just gonna kick you off the studio, and then you could just be in the chat. You could just be in the chat like everybody else. Maybe her and Rhea can revisit their feud. That'd be kind of cute. Okay, Kenny says Tamina. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So adding Tamina made it 7. Adding Sonya and Sasha Banks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at the present moment, the women that y'all have chosen to be in the Money in the Bank match are Sasha Banks, Mia Yim, Naomi, Liv Morgan, and Sonya Deville. What y'all think? Gonna be back? Okay, cool. What y'all think? If y'all hear a buzzing sound, that's just my nail file. I have to prep my nails because I'm finna do them in a couple minutes, actually. So what y'all think about that lineup? Y'all picked Sasha Banks, Mia Yim, Naomi, and Liv Morgan, and Sonya Deville. It's all right. Ugh. That sounds real ugly. Oh. That don't sound delicious right there. That sounds real ugly. It's like y'all don't care. Do y'all even care about Money in the Bank this year? Hold on. Ooh. Let me turn this down. All right. So who would y'all pick to win in this set? I know Tirza picks Naomi for that. So if you're coming in late, here's the deal. We decided to try to pick the Money in the Bank matchup for Money in the Bank this year. From what everybody posted in the group chat, because not everybody posted, but everybody selected Sasha Banks, Mia Yim, Naomi, Liv Morgan, and Sonya Deville. Those are your 6 superstars. Well, wait. Sasha Banks, Mia Yim, Naomi, Liv Morgan, Sonya, and we missing one. We are missing one. I already said Naomi. I was saying you're not right to the person above me for suggesting Eva Marie to be in the Money in the Bank. Oh, you was talking about that Jaden account. That Jaden account was in here at that point. That was saying that Eva Marie should be in the Money in the Bank.
What?
Okay. Sir. No, they wouldn't talk about you, Kitty.
Oh my god.
All right, so
Jesus.
let's put Mandy in there. Let's make Mandy the 6th. Or Nikki Cross. So let's do Sasha Banks, Mia Yim, Liv Morgan, Nikki Cross, and Sonya Deville. Sasha Banks, Mia Yim, Naomi, Liv Morgan, Nikki Cross, and Sonya Deville. That's 6. So from Sasha Banks, Nikki Cross, Mia Yim, Naomi, Liv Morgan, and Sonya Deville, who do you think should win Money in the Bank? For the women. If I had to pick 2, I would pick Naomi or Sonya.
I never seen people say that.
It's fresh blood. It's new blood. Okay, bye. Bye, Hiram.
Oh, God. So, God, for God's sake.
Y'all gotta get active in this chat, honey.
That is so
Naomi and Liv would be my woe pick. Okay. So you pick Naomi,
God.
and then Liv would be the... Why she say it like that? Gus! He said he was tired, so I said, okay, bye. I'm just saying bye, shoot. Everybody all quiet. I'm gonna switch to Instagram in a minute. Shit.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Let me see some of your comments. I think either Naomi as my obvious choice and Nikki would be my dark horse. Naomi is my pick and hope to win. Sasha because WWE would try to, and Naomi. Only the other 4. Who is the 4 horsewomen that did win Money in the Bank? Bailey was the only one, right?
Mm-hmm.
How was your day? It was all right. For the most part, it was okay. Mind your business. Okay? Yeah, she was the only one of the 4 horsewomen to win Money in the Bank. So, I mean, okay. It was Bagel. She called the girl Bagel. Jesus. All right. That makes sense, I guess.
Well, I'm not sure.
So now we can move on to the men. Because nobody want to talk about it. All right. So for the men's side, we got a lot of people. You got T-Bar, Mace, Angel Garza. You have Big E. Cedric Alexander, Cesaro, Chad Gable, Damian Priest, John Morrison, Shelton Benjamin, Dolph Ziggler, Bobby Roode, Nakamura, Sami Zayn, Keith Lee, Drew McIntyre, Elias, Humberto Carrillo, Jeff Hardy, Jinder Mahal, King Corbin, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, Kevin Owens, Mansoor, Ali, Ricochet, Otis, Randy Orton, and Matt Riddle. Let's do merge. Why are you like this? If you don't go somewhere,
I'm about to go for
nobody need to know that.
you tell me down for I'm gonna go for
Crystal. Okay, it's going up on YouTube, and I'm not editing it out.
Girl, listen. It's human nature.
I don't want to hear that shit. Period.
It's human nature, baby.
All right. Okay, so Kitty said Humberto Carrillo, Biggie, Cesaro, and Morrison. That's actually a good setup. Got some big people, some high flyers.
And some big weed.
Change Corbin to Priest. My computer shut down. I had to wake up. Oh, no. Okay, so y'all chose Cesaro, Big E, Damian Priest, John Morrison. I forgot about well, the Miz injured, so he can't do it. Yeah, right here. He's typing. I don't have nobody in here right now. Charlotte asked, "Don't need to be in the title picture. I miss Becky. She need to come put her in her place again." Okay.
Come on, Becky.
Not Becky.
Yes, bring Becky.
Why you like this?
I'm sorry, I have to say Please be alert.
You started it.
Well, I'm trying to finish. I need some soap. I ain't got no soap.
He said, this is not a group project, and they is not taking all the credit. I cannot. Kenny picked Humberto Carrillo, Big E, Cesaro, and Morrison. Somebody else says Cesaro, and I'm picking Kevin Owens. So let's leave it at KO, Humberto, Morrison, Priest, Cesaro, and Big E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Cesaro? You think of it as Cesaro? He called him Cesaro. You stupid. All right, so we got Big E, Cesaro, Damian Priest, John Morrison, Humberto Carrillo, and Kevin Owens. Who's winning Money in the Bank? I say give it to KO.
Okay.
And I probably would switch out Humberto Carrillo for Seth Rollins. Because I forgot all about Seth. But I would give it to KO. She said, Cesaro, my sexy role. I can't. I would give it to Kevin Owens, and Seth Rollins would probably be my sleeper cell. Chris is going to be in the bathroom for 4 hours.
You leave me alone. Let me do what I got to do.
You do a lot. Shit.
She has to get ready.
Where are you going?
Because she ready.
And where are you going?
Damn, my bad.
Yeah, that was you. You right there on camera. You on Candy camera.
That was a little lure.
No, it was a lot loud.
A lure bee.
And it's always loud. Always.
Oh, we need to stick this somewhere. Like somewhere.
All right, y'all. So if we get 2 winners, we're gonna go with majority. That's very, very interesting. Now, damn, Seth would be a 2-time Money in the Bank winner. I'd be fine with that. If KO doesn't win, it should be Cesaro. Seth is too successful now. In my humble opinion, he won like twice. Doesn't mean that he can't be in the match. He doesn't have to win it to be in the match. She said, we outside today, period. My sister is stupid. So, now that we done figured out who's going to win Money in the Bank, everybody's in agreement. We picked Cesaro for the men and Naomi for the women, okay? Now, we going into SummerSlam. Let's book some matches, shall we? I think I might switch to Instagram for this. Because y'all ain't active. Only person that's active is Kenny. Kenny, Brandy, Aaliyah, Anthony pop in. They the only ones active. So I'ma leave. Go to Instagrams and text some shit up on Instagram right quick because they're a little messy on the gram. They're a little messy over there. All right then. And I'm gonna go to Instagram and chill with my Instagram folk right quick. You know, see what they doing, fucking some of their shit up right quick. All right. I will talk to you guys probably Monday. I'm not gonna go live again until Monday. For sure. I will see you guys on Insta. If you come over, I'm on Insta. Okay? With that, I'm gonna play a little bit of music on my outro. I'm gonna tell y'all bye.
I just wanna go